Into Illinois, and Lambert Airport has sustained a major hit from one of the storms. Maggie Crane is live. She's been on the scene for about an hour, and I know, Maggie, there's an awful lot of damage out there. Paint as comprehensive a picture as you can about the damage you've seen.
Let me start by saying this, Steve. This is one of the most severely damaged buildings of this size that I have ever seen, ever covering a tornado, and I've been reporting in Missouri for quite some time. Let's walk you through here what I'm seeing right now. Everybody knows this. This is Terminal 1. This is the main terminal, and this is toward Concourse C. C as in cat. You're looking at the windows of this building, and several are shattered or even blown all the way out. That is the case for much of the concourse, both on the top floor and the bottom floor. If you come over into where the cars park, there are several cars that are completely just trashed. I talked to one woman who was there with her 2-year-old in the car seat, in the back seat, when she said that wind came so quickly that it picked up her SUV, slammed it back to the ground, and all of the windows shattered. Her baby even suffered a small cut on her foot, but she's okay. But just to give you a little bit of an example, this is a huge piece of aluminum here that has wrapped itself around these Jersey barricades that block you from going any further along the tarmac here. The tarmac is damaged as well, because it has debris on it. As you know, in an airfield, you cannot have a plane on the tarmac with debris. We are having reports that there are still planes with people in them on those tarmacs right now. However, it is too hard to tell right now. And you can see, though, that even the tower up here, Justin's going to show you this tower, it's even black. Everything here is blacked out. That means no flights in, no flights out. As we show you some video that we've been taking over the past hour, you'll see lots of debris, lots of ambulances around as well, and a lot of chaos. Everyone taking pictures, even TSA agents. Of course, that's a big question tonight. What happens? This is an airport. It's supposed to be very secure. We're trying to find out right now whether more people will be on staff. Let's talk about some injuries. Good news is nobody is seriously injured. 2 were transported with some injuries, but they didn't know the extent of them, but said they were not life-threatening. Several minor injuries also, but a lot of those people have been treated on site. As you can imagine from this video that you're seeing, a lot of it has to come from blowing glass that blew out from those windows when this tornado came through. Again, Lambert will be closed for the night and likely into tomorrow morning. Right now, the mayor and county executive, it's kind of they're all coming here. It's an all hands on deck situation where they're trying to figure out the extent of the damage. One problem in getting here alone was that there were so many places that had such significant damage that many people couldn't leave their homes quickly enough. We also have all of the airline managers on their way in to find out what to do next. We talked to a lot of folks who are here to pick up their family members or their loved ones, and a lot of them have been rerouted for tonight. We know that Springfield, Illinois has taken the brunt of several of the plane loads that are coming in tonight. We also, you might be seeing in some of this video, a bus, one of those like park and ride buses that is hanging off the top level of the parking garage. Quite a scary sight. There are flagpoles that are bent sideways, lights that are blown out. It's quite an eerie sight here tonight, but luckily no one seriously injured. We are getting new information in consistently from Jeff Lee. He's the public information officer here. He said, finish up here, come right downstairs, and we'll get new information. We're going to go down there and do that, and we'll bring you back a live report. We're live at Lambert. I'm Maggie Crane, News 4.
Right now, we want to go back to Maggie Crane with the very latest from Lambert International. Maggie?
Right now, all hands on deck, from the airport police chief to the county police chief, the mayor, the county executive, everybody here trying to assess the damage and put together a plan that's going to work well into the rest of the night and into tomorrow morning. I told you earlier that we had reports of planes stuck on the tarmac with people in them. It's true. Here's Jordan Monahan. He was in one of those planes. Jordan, just walk me through a little bit about what happened, buddy.
Well, we were stuck on the tarmac because we were trying to go to Chicago, and he told us that in Chicago they weren't accepting any flights because they were having bad weather too.
And Maggie, I believe, joins us from the airport with some new information.
Yeah, Jasmine, we just want to show you some new pictures too and kind of give you some perspective as well. Just take a look over here behind me. We were talking and you saw a little bit of video of this like a super park bus, one of the buses that transports people when they park off property. picked up and slammed against the wall. The back wheels actually hanging off. That's how dangerous and how severe this storm was. Now take a look down here on the ground. We mentioned that there were a lot of vehicles that were damaged. Well, right now you've got AAA out here working to repair these. This woman's car, this poor woman, she's 37 weeks pregnant. She said that she ran just as the windows were starting to blow out inside the terminal. Same goes for a lot of the people who were trapped in their cars coming down the way. You can see a lot of people still standing outside. Lots of cars damaged the entire length here outside of Terminal 1. And we talked to one woman with her 2-year-old baby in the back seat when this hit, and she said it happened so fast she didn't have time to move.
The sky went dark and the car lifted up off the ground and the windows all shattered, and I threw the phone on the floor and grabbed her and just kind of ducked down till it was done. It only took a few seconds.
Is that scary, baby? Is that scary? Yeah. Oh, if that little face just doesn't say it all. It's really quite miraculous that more people were not injured.
All right, let's go back to Lambert Airport. Obviously hit very, very, very hard by tonight's storms. Maggie Crane has been on the scene for 2-3 hours now. Maggie, what's the latest?
Just now are we really starting to get to the cleanup, Steve, and all of this. People even just starting with the basics of sweeping up the glass and trying to get these cars out of here that we've been showing you that have been damaged. Also, some people who are just starting to come out are the folks who are stuck on planes out on the tarmac, including these lovely ladies right here. Wendy Conley actually stayed on the plane when the pilot said, "You can get off if you'd like." Just walk me through a little bit about what that was like, Wendy, when this tornado came through.
It was very scary. Very scary. The whole plane was shaking. We heard the wind. You could see the wings touching the ground almost. And then they said, everybody needs to get up, leave everything you got, and just get off as soon as you can. So we got off.
So you got off. You don't expect turbulence on the ground. You expect it in the air, right?
Exactly what somebody said. I've never experienced turbulence on the ground before. So.
Maggie Crane's been on the scene at Lambert Airport for several hours now and joins us again with the very latest. Maggie?
Well, Steve, I want to take you straight to the people who can give us some answers. Rhonda Homneybergy, she's the director here at the airport, and we just want to know a little bit about what you guys are seeing and what are the biggest problems that you're tackling so far, Rhonda.
Well, obviously we had fairly extensive damage to the terminal itself, and so that's our main concern is the terminal. So currently we have a lot of the windows in the front of the terminal as well as the...
Maggie Crane's been on the job and doing great work at Lambert Airport to convey the damage there, and she's spoken with a number of eyewitnesses and people that have had some very harrowing experiences tonight. She joins us again from Lambert. Maggie?
Steve, here's a little perspective for you. This is the entire window of the terminal busted out on the ground. You can see several of them. It's like a debris field out here. All of these huge windows of Terminal 1 just shattered all over the ground.
And now into the morning from Lambert Airport. Maggie, it is the morning, and what's the scene out there right now as the cleanup is underway?
Well, luckily, Steve, things have calmed down significantly, at least with the people. Looks like almost everyone, we've got a couple of stragglers, but almost everyone has finally been able to be picked up and make their way home. But, I want to kind of paint this picture for you. Y'all have been to the airport and have a pretty good idea of what's going on. This is that main road where you would drop people off for Terminal 1. That's the main terminal, the one that's farther to the west. And there is a window right here that actually came all the way over from the terminal itself. We also have a downed parking sign. This is a bus shelter behind me, but you can see this was a parking sign here that is just littered with glass and so forth. And any cars that were parked along here didn't fare so well either. This poor little VW Bug is just really beat up. The back window is completely out. This side window is completely out. Tires are damaged. You can actually see lots of glass splintered in it, and even the headlights blown completely out.
Maggie, it's been a crazy last few hours. I know you've been working hard, bringing us great information. What's going on out there right now?
Kristen, it's really almost night and day difference from when we left last night, or I should say this morning, around 2 a.m. back at 4:30. Just that 2.5 hour gap was really something to see. Lots of cars being towed at this point and a lot of the glass being swept up out of the way. You really know it's something when the guys in that tower up there can tell you, hey, I spotted a tornado. This is night and day difference, literally and physically, from what we were seeing. We had glass shattered everywhere. Justin, come down here with me. You can still see these are those big potted plants that are usually here. There are still huge chunks of glass that are here that blew out from those windows that line Lambert. If you've ever been here, of course, you know that Lambert has floor-to-ceiling windows. I want to show you something real fast before we take you up to live Sky Zoom 4 pictures. We're just seeing this now that daylight is breaking. Check out the roof here just from even our perspective. This might give you a little bit better than Sky Zoom because you can really see, look how pockmarked it is.
Oh,
it looks like it really got beat to heck. It's so pockmarked. And then if you come up, you know, this is all like a glass facade type roof. If you come up just into the edges there and even to the far part of the terminal, you know, a little bit farther east, you can see how it's peeled back. Now this is to tell you too, coming up at 10 o'clock is when we're going to get our next update from all the leaders. Mayor Slay is expected to be here, as well as County Executive Charlie Dooley. The airport director, of course, she'll be back as well talking with us, and we'll have kind of an update and an assessment of where we've come from, you know, where we've been, where we're going, and how much work that they've gotten done overnight. But I can tell you,